So many people to fact check, so little time. Let's get it.
So the disgraceful mainstream media that's not talking about this Ukrainian woman getting killed, murdered, stabbed by this black man.
None of the mainstream media is talking about this woman. Her name.
It's always the mainstream media's I talk about this. The mainstream media's I talk about this. Well, let's look into it. While I looked into it, one of the first media outlets to touch on it was Fox News. Then it was on the ABC News. Then CNN touched on this story. Then it was on the New York Post. Then Yahoo News touched on this story. And CBS News and The Telegraph touched on this story as well. So I asked, how is this not on the mainstream media?
When a repeat felon OD'd on fentanyl while he was under arrest for using counterfeit money, every major city was burned to the ground, and thousands of these criminals were let out in the name of Black Lives Matter.
When George Floyd passed, cities burned. Black squares flooded social media. Pastors preached, businesses rewrote policies. Billions went to BLM, all because it was framed as a race issue, even though there was no proof that race played a role.
Man, George Floyd's name just lives in your minds rent-free, doesn't it? Let's touch on what happened to George Floyd. In the issue with Derek Chauvin and George Floyd, this was never a white cop on black person issue. It was a policing on black person issue. Nobody went after Derek Chauvin because he was white. They went after him because of what he did. When black people speak about this, we are talking about the anti-blackness in policing, which there is data to back it up. Also, the Black Lives Matter protest was peaceful 93% of the time. More than 2,400 locations reported peaceful protests. But because of little propaganda, up to 42% of Americans believe most BLM protests were violent.
So let me get this straight. A white man restrains a black man that is acting erratic and aggressive.
Well, they're sitting here crying about Daniel Penny. Oh, why did they release him? He unalived somebody. Sounds pretty similar to him restraining a man who had.
Remember him? Daniel Penny was a Marine vet who restrained a violent man on a subway after he threatened passengers' lives.
Okay, let's touch on this. First off, I don't understand how putting someone in a chokehold is restraining them. The witness who filmed the viral video said Neely told passengers he was hungry. It didn't seem like he wanted to hurt people. And here's what a witness stated before Jordan Neely was choked out. Pause and read. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever taken a self-defense class, but if you have, you should know any person who puts a person in a chokehold for that long either wants to kill them or does not care if they die.
If this had been a black victim and a white perpetrator, then it would have led the news nightly for months on end. You would have had riots in the street.